Hi everyone, welcome back to C programming tutorial series. In my last video, I have completed the discussion on while statement or while loop. If you guys have not seen that video, then I just recommend you guys to watch that video as well. And in today's video, I'm going to discuss another looping construct, which is do while statement. So before coming to today's topic, I just want to tell you guys that if you guys like this video, click on like button, share it with your friends, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and if you guys have any questions, then let me know in the comment section. Now let us start our discussion on this one of the looping construct, which is do while statement. Okay, the while loop construct that we have discussed in the previous video makes a test of condition before the loop is executed. So what does this mean is, in the last video we have discussed while loop, and in the while loop the test condition gets evaluated first and then the body of the loop gets executed. Therefore the body of the loop may not be executed at all if the condition is not satisfied at the very first attempt. Since in the case of while loop the condition or the test condition gets evaluated first, then the body of the loop gets executed. If the condition didn't get satisfied for the very first time, that means the body will also not get executed. On some occasions it might be necessary to execute the body of the loop before the test condition is performed, but in some occasions this might be necessary that we have to execute the body of the loop before the test condition gets satisfied. So to fulfill such kind of requirement, we have another looping construct, which is do while statement. Unlike while statement, where the test condition is evaluated first, then the body of the loop gets executed, here in the case of do while statement, first the body of the loop gets executed, then the condition gets evaluated. So here you can see I have written down the syntax of do while statement. So do while statement starts with the do keyword followed by the body of do statement, and then while with test condition and end with semicolon. Okay, so you need to remember this do while statement always ends with semicolon. Okay, on reaching the do statement, the program proceeds to evaluate the body of the loop first. Okay, when the control comes at do statement, then body of the loop gets executed first. At the end of the loop, the test condition in the do while statement is evaluated. Okay, once the body of the loop gets executed, then at the end while loop condition gets evaluated. If the condition is true, the program continues to evaluate the body of the loop once again. That means if this condition becomes true or satisfied, then control again go back to do, where the body of the statement again gets executed. This process continues as long as the condition is true. That means control comes to while, and if the condition gets satisfied, then control go back to do to execute the body of the statement, and then condition gets checked out here, again it will go to execute the body of the statement. So this process gets continue as long as this test condition becomes true. When the condition becomes false, the loop will be terminated and the control goes to the statement that appears immediately after the while statement. Okay, so once this test condition becomes false, then control comes out from this while loop to execute the next instruction written after this while loop. Okay, now let's move ahead to the next slide. Since the test condition is evaluated at the bottom of the loop, the do while construct provides an exit control loop, and therefore the body of the loop is always executed at least once. As in the case of do while statement, the test condition is always evaluated at the bottom or at the end. So that's why the do while statement is also called as exit control loop, because at the time of exit the condition is getting evaluated. That's why it is called as exit control loop, and therefore the body of the loop is always executed at least once. So even if the condition is false, at least once the body of the loop gets executed. So here you can see I have written down an example. This example is just to print the numbers from 0 to 5. So I have started this program with the header files stdio.h and conio.h followed by the void main, and then I have declared an integer variable I. Then I have initialized the value 0 to variable I. So how it's working is, first time when control comes to this do keyword, then control gets inside this curly flower bracket where this statement gets executed. That means the value of I is 0, so 0 gets printed out here as an output. Then immediately after printing the 0, I value gets incremented by 1, so now I becomes 1. Then control will come to this condition to check whether the value of I, which is 1, is less than or equals to 5. Yes, condition true. Since the condition becomes true, then control again go back to do, where it will print the value of I, which is 1. So I equals to 1 gets printed here. Then again I value gets incremented by 1. So now the value of I becomes 2. Again the condition gets evaluated with the value of I equals to 2. So 2 is less than or equals to 5. Yes, condition is true. So again control comes back to do to print the value of I equals to 2. So 2 gets printed out like this. With each and every iteration, the I value gets incremented by 1, and when the value of I becomes 5, again the condition gets evaluated. 5 is less than or equals to 5. Yes, 5 is not less than 5, but 5 is equals to 5. That means condition becomes true. Again control comes to do to print the value of I equals to 5, and we have got the output as 5 here. Then again the value of I gets incremented by 1 to make the value of I equals to 6. Then with the value of I equals to 6, again this condition gets evaluated. 6 is less than or equals to 5. No, condition becomes false. That's why the control comes out from this while loop and output gets printed out like this. So this is how do while statement works. I hope you guys have understood what is do while and the syntax of do while and how this do while works. So that's all for this video. I will see you guys in my next video, where I will be discussing about for statement.